You work hard for money, but somehow money never seems to work for you. You earn more, you try harder, you sacrifice more, but your financial life still feels stuck. Because the biggest money mistake is not always about how much you earn. Sometimes it is about where your money goes after you earn it. One person uses money to buy things that disappear. Another uses money to build things that grow. Both people start with the same income, but years later, their lives look completely different. One is trapped by payments, the other is creating freedom. And the scary part is, most people don't realize the mistake until it is too late. Every morning, millions of people wake up, go to work, spend hours building someone else's dream. And at the end of the month, they look at their bank account and ask, where did all my money go? Maybe you have felt this before. You receive your salary. For a moment, you feel relief. You think, this month will be different. Maybe you will save more. Maybe you will finally start investing. Maybe you will finally get ahead. But then reality arrives. The electricity bill, the internet bill, the grocery shopping, the loan payment, the credit card payment, the small purchases you barely remember. And suddenly, the money you worked so hard for has already disappeared. This is where many people make a hidden mistake. They think the solution is simple. Maybe I just need to earn more. So they chase a higher salary, a better job, more hours, more work. But income is only one part of the equation. Because if your money habits do not change, a bigger income can simply create bigger spending. Someone earning $2,000 a month can feel broke. Someone earning $10,000 a month can also feel broke. The number is not always the problem. The direction of money is the problem. And two of the biggest directions money can go are debt and investing. Now here is where people get confused. They hear, debt is bad. Then they hear, use money to invest. And they think, should I avoid all debt? Should I invest everything? But money does not work in simple black and white. Debt is a tool. Investing is also a tool. A tool can build something or destroy something. Imagine you have a hammer. A builder can use it to create a beautiful house. Someone else can use the same hammer incorrectly and break something. The tool is not automatically good or bad. The person using it decides. Debt works the same way. Imagine two people. They are the same age. They earn the same income. They have the same opportunities. Person A receives extra money. He thinks, I finally have some money. I should reward myself. So he buys a new expensive phone, then a better car, then expensive clothes. Because he believes, when I look successful, people will see that I am successful. But every purchase creates another responsibility. The phone has a payment. The car has a payment. The lifestyle has a payment. Slowly, his future income starts belonging to his past decisions. Every month, before he can build wealth, he has to pay for things he already enjoyed. This is the hidden problem with consumer debt. It takes money from your future to pay for your present. Now look at person B. He also wants nice things. He also wants comfort. He also wants to enjoy life. But he asks a different question. Instead of asking, can I afford the monthly payment? He asks, will this decision make my future stronger? That one question changes everything. Because many people only look at the small monthly number. They see only $300 per month. But they forget, $300 every month is $3,600 every year. Over many years, that money could have been building something. This is why financially successful people think differently. They do not only think about today, they think about the future version of themselves. They ask, what will this decision create? Not, what can I get right now? Now let's talk about investing. Investing is not about becoming rich overnight. It is not magic. It is not a shortcut. Investing is simply putting your money into something that has the potential to grow. A seed is a simple example. A farmer does not eat every seed today. He plants it. He waits. He takes care of it. And later, one small seed can become something much bigger. Money works in a similar way. When you invest, you are giving your money time to grow. The biggest advantage is not only the money you put in, it is time. Because money can create more money. This is called compounding. A simple way to understand it, your money earns. Then those earnings can also start earning, like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but keeps getting bigger. But here is where people make the hidden mistake. They compare debt and investing incorrectly. They say, I have debt, so I cannot invest, or I want to invest, so I will ignore my debt. Both can be dangerous. The real question is, what type of debt and what type of investment? Because not every debt is the same. A loan for something that helps you create income can be different. A loan for something that only creates expenses can become a burden. A business owner borrowing money to grow a profitable business is different from someone borrowing money just to impress people. The difference is the purpose. Money follows purpose. Think about your house. Imagine your home has 2 rooms. One room represents your past decisions. The other room represents your future. Debt payments from unnecessary purchases fill the first room. Investments build the second room. Every month you are adding something somewhere. The question is, which room are you making bigger? The room that keeps you dependent, or the room that creates freedom? The biggest financial mistakes usually do not happen in one huge moment. They happen slowly. A small purchase here, a small payment there. A decision that feels harmless today, but creates a problem years later. That is why money is difficult. Because the consequences are often invisible. When someone buys an expensive item with borrowed money, they see the reward immediately. They see the new car, they see the new phone, they see the lifestyle. But they do not see the future cost. The future cost is hidden. And humans naturally focus on what they can see right now. This is why many people choose short-term happiness over long-term freedom. The brain says, I want this today. But wealth is created by asking, what does this decision do to my future? Imagine 2 paths. One path looks exciting. It has new things, new gadgets, luxury, fast satisfaction. The other path looks boring. Saving, learning, investing, waiting. At the beginning, the exciting path looks like winning. The person on that path looks successful. People notice them. People compliment them. People say, wow, they are doing well. But nobody sees what is happening behind the scenes. Nobody sees the monthly payments. Nobody sees the stress. Nobody sees the fear of losing income. Now look at the second path. It looks slow, almost invisible. The person is not showing everything. They are building quietly. They are putting money into assets. They are improving skills. They are creating options. For years, it may look like nothing is happening, but underneath, something powerful is growing. This is one of the biggest differences between people who build wealth and people who only look wealthy. Looking wealthy and being wealthy are completely different things. A person can wear expensive clothes, drive an expensive car, and have expensive habits. But if everything depends on their next paycheck, they do not have real freedom. Another person can live simply, but have investments growing every month. They may not look rich, but their money is working. And eventually, the person who built assets creates choices. Choices about work, choices about time, choices about life. Now let's talk about something important. Many people believe investing is only for rich people. This idea keeps millions of people behind. They think, once I make more money, then I will invest. But the truth is often the opposite. Many wealthy people became wealthy because they learned how to manage small amounts first. They did not wait until they had millions. They started with what they had. The amount is not always the most important part. The habit is. Because investing teaches your brain a different relationship with money. Instead of seeing money as something to spend, you start seeing money as something that can grow. Think about 2 gardeners. One gardener eats every seed. Every time he gets a seed, he thinks, I have food today, so he uses everything immediately. The second gardener saves some seeds. He plants them. He takes care of them. At first, the first gardener has more food. Everyone thinks he is doing better. But after time, the second gardener has a whole garden. The first gardener is still depending on tomorrow's seeds. That is the difference between spending everything and building assets. Debt creates another hidden problem. It reduces your choices. Imagine waking up every morning. Before you decide what you want to do, you already have responsibilities waiting. The loan payment, the credit payment, the bills. Your money already has orders. You are not controlling it. It is controlling you. Now imagine the opposite. Your investments are growing. Your savings are increasing. You have more options. You can make decisions based on opportunity, not desperation. That is what financial freedom really means. Not having unlimited money. Having control. But investing also has a mistake people make. They think investing means put money somewhere and become rich quickly. That mindset creates problems. Because real investing requires patience. A tree does not grow overnight. A business does not become successful overnight. Skills do not develop overnight. Wealth works the same way. The biggest enemy of investing is not always losing money. Sometimes, the biggest enemy is impatience. People start, they do not see fast results. They quit. Then they say, investing does not work. But the problem was not investing. The problem was expecting a slow process to create instant results. The same person can use money in two different ways. They can use money to create an image, or they can use money to create a future. One gives attention today, the other gives freedom tomorrow. The choice looks small, but over years it creates a completely different life. Here is the mistake many people make. They ask, how can I buy this? Instead of, how can I build this? They think about owning things. But wealthy people think about creating systems. A system where money keeps moving. A system where skills increase. A system where opportunities grow. Imagine your money is like a worker. Every rupee you earn is like hiring a small worker. Now you have a choice. You can send that worker away immediately. Or you can train that worker and let it bring more workers back. Investing is teaching your money to work. Debt for unnecessary things is sending your future workers away. This does not mean you can never enjoy life. Money is not only about saving every single penny. Life is meant to be lived. Enjoying your money is important. But the question is balance. Are you enjoying today while destroying tomorrow? Or are you building tomorrow while still enjoying today? The smartest people understand both. They create memories. They enjoy experiences, but they do not sacrifice their future for temporary happiness. The hidden mistake is not debt. The hidden mistake is not investing. The hidden mistake is not understanding the difference. Debt can either become a weight or a tool. Investing can either become a path or a mistake, depending on how you use it. The goal is not to fear money. The goal is to understand money. Because money is simply a tool, and every tool becomes powerful when the person using it knows what they are doing. There is a moment in life when many people finally realize something important. They look back and understand that small decisions were never really small. The coffee was not the problem. The phone was not the problem. The car was not the problem. The problem was the pattern, a pattern of choosing today without thinking about tomorrow. Because money is not only about numbers. Money is about decisions. Every financial choice is a vote for the person you want to become. Every time you spend, you are choosing something. Every time you save, you are choosing something. Every time you invest, you are choosing something. The question is, what future are your choices building? Many people spend years chasing more income. They believe, if I just earn more money, everything will become easier. But imagine pouring water into a bucket with a hole at the bottom. You can keep adding more water. But if you never fix the hole, the bucket never fills. Your income is the water. Your habits are the bucket. If your money habits are broken, more income alone will not solve the problem. This is why some people increase their income, but their stress also increases. More money comes in. But more expenses follow. A bigger house, a bigger car, a more expensive lifestyle. The person earns more, but feels just as trapped. Because the goal was not wealth. The goal was appearing wealthy. And those two things are completely different. Real wealth is usually quiet. It does not always announce itself. It looks like someone learning about money. Someone making careful decisions. Someone saying no today because they want better options tomorrow. Someone building something slowly. Someone understanding that patience is a financial advantage. Think about a person planting a tree. The first day, nothing impressive happens. The second week, still nothing. Months pass, and the tree is still small. Someone watching from outside might say, nothing is happening. But underneath the ground, roots are growing. That is how investing works. The progress is often invisible before it becomes obvious. Now imagine another person. Instead of planting trees, they keep cutting down their future trees. Every time money arrives, they exchange future growth for instant satisfaction. At first, both people look the same. Both have money. Both are living. But time reveals the difference. Because time is the greatest amplifier. It makes good decisions stronger and bad decisions heavier. One of the most powerful questions you can ask yourself is this purchase making my life easier in the future or harder? Because not everything expensive is valuable. And not everything cheap is smart. A cheap decision that keeps you stuck can cost more than an expensive decision that helps you grow. A person buying a tool to create income is different from a person buying something only to impress others. A student paying for education is different from someone borrowing money just for appearance. A business owner investing in growth is different from someone increasing lifestyle expenses. The difference is not the money. The difference is the purpose. The world often teaches people, buy more, upgrade more, show more, but wealth is built differently. Wealth asks, create more, learn more, build more. Because the richest asset you can build is not always something you can see. Sometimes it is knowledge. Sometimes it is a skill. Sometimes it is an investment.